There appears to be one big exception to this funding slowdown. CNBC Deidre Bosa just broke the story on CNBC.com around AirBNB. Deidre, what's the news on AirBNB?
Well, what Kate says is totally accurate, but at the same time, a lot of VCs say that for high-quality companies with paths to profitability that are not burning through cash, they will always be able to get funding, even in the depths of the financial crisis. And there's examples from past time, but Airbnb could be one of them. Two sources familiar with the matter telling me that Airbnb is considering raising money in the current environment. Key, Brian, will be at what valuation. I'm told that is still under discussion. Now, the home sharing startup has been hit hard, of course, by the coronavirus outbreak. They've had to expand their cancellation and refund policy, and it's thrown their planned IPO for this year in doubt. But sources say that it is fielding interest from a variety of funds, from venture capital to private equity, even sovereign wealth funds. For Airbnb's part, though, they do have ample cash. Remember, $3 billion in cash on its balance sheet, plus access to $1 billion in a line of credit. I spoke to Ron Conway. He is a well-known angel VC in Silicon Valley, also a very early Airbnb investor. And he told me that the startup is more nimble. He certainly thinks the startup's more nimble than some of its competitors like Expedia and Booking Holding. And he thinks that if they raise cash, that's an opportunity and it could set them up really nicely for when global travel does come back. It will make them even more nimble. Of course, Brian, I said it at the beginning, valuation is certainly going to be a sticking point. Can they raise it at their last private market valuation, which was $31 billion?
And it also seems like with the news on Uber today, I mean, we're going to find out. The tide's going to go out. We're going to find out what emperor may be swimming with cash and who is highly illiquid. I mean, having cash right now is going to be king.
Absolutely. And Uber had its IPO, thankfully, last year, so it raised a bunch of cash. And the CEO had to get on a call with analysts and investors today and essentially reassure them that they will not run out of cash by the end of this year. If their rides decline by some 80%, it would still have $4 billion in ample cash on its balance sheet, which, if you think about it, the tens of billions of dollars that Uber has raised over the year, it would have $4 billion left. That really shows you how much some of these companies are burning through money, and you would think it would be very hard for them to raise money at, their previous private round valuation. Remember, Uber was once worth $76 billion. Today, I think their market cap is about $35 billion.